This tweet on the bottom asks, since when were Ant-Man and Wasp members of the Avengers except for Earth's Mightiest Heroes? And my question is, why are y'all mad at him and not Marvel? Because it's not just that Ant-Man and Wasp are founding members of the Avengers, but because there's literally no reason other than disrespect they weren't included in the MCU's original lineup. But here come the sack-swallowing MCU sycophants on cue to say, bro, they took it in another direction. Why are you so mad? The reason I'm mad is because, like Avengers 2012, Loki is the first villain the Avengers face. So they clearly weren't trying to take it in another direction except for the characters that they didn't want to use. But not only would including Ant-Man and Wasp preemptively solve the problem of Tony creating Ultron in the sequel, which kind of started the MCU's proclivity to make Iron Man the focal point of everything, and it's not like that decision will have any lasting ramifications that will affect everything. One of the main reasons I'm pissed is because Wasp deserves better as a character, because she is one of the longest serving Avengers and is as synonymous with the team as Iron Man, Captain America, or Thor. But because the MCU and fans still play fast and loose with adaptations, they don't understand how much a bad one or outright exclusion damages a character's reputation in the mainstream. Because it's easy to forget that because of these movies, the mainstream in Hollywood thought Daredevil was one of the stupidest ideas and wanted nothing to do with them, despite the character having one of the most prestigious publication histories in comic books. But with one good adaptation, the perception of the character completely changes, even though the comic character is still as good as it always has been. But it's not just Marvel, because we see this at DC with Wonder Woman, who, because they have a staggering lack of adaptations, cause fans to think that they're not nearly as important as Batman or Superman. Or you get the inverse with Jon Stewart, with the majority of his die-hard fans only coming from the Justice League adaptation of the 2000s, who are gleefully rooting for the death of Hal Jordan in yet another adaptation, despite Hal in publication history being the progenitor, focal point, and nexus of the Green Lantern mythos, who's only being punished for having a bad adaptation himself. And these type of things aren't harmless, because lest we forget that Daily Planet, Jimmy Olsen, Superman's ability to fly, and Kryptonite all come from the radio show adaptation that was later integrated into the comics. So don't be mad at some casual fan who only gets their information through adaptations that change and subvert the source material in ways that influence useless retcons that are made to reflect the adaptations, that flip a middle finger to the characters and fans that have kept the industry afloat long enough to create said adaptation, which is a long way to say God bless Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes for giving Wasp the attention she deserves. But then again, this show deserves all the praise and an X-Men 97 reboot of its own.